Hey everyone, Alexander Matthias here from saxophonemasterclass.com. In today's lesson, I'm going to take you through all the notes of the saxophone solo from Jerry Rafferty's Baker Street. Now I'm going to show you all the fingerings and all the notes one by one, but if you want, you can download your own copy of the PDF that has the sheet music, fingerings, and note names for every note that I'm going to be showing you. You can get that at saxophonemasterclass.com/Baker Street Sax Solo. So before we move on, give this video a thumbs up if you're a saxophone player and let me know how long you've been playing for and what your biggest challenge is on the saxophone. I have a ton of free saxophone lessons for all levels on this channel, so if you're interested in improving your skills on the sax, make sure to subscribe and press that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos every week. Now there's a lot going on in this solo when it comes to embellishing notes, but I'm just going to give you a simplified version in this video so that you can get started on it right away without trying to play those complicated embellishments. So let's go straight into it. We're going to start on the note D with the octave key. So we start on D, all the fingers down with the octave key. And then we go up to that high D with the palm key. So octave key and this palm key here. Then we move down to C sharp, B, then A. So the first part sounds like this. Then we move up to B, to C sharp, and then B again. So the whole phrase, it sounds like this. So that's the first phrase of Baker Street. Work on this, try and get up to speed because this is going to be the basis of most of the solo. So try and get all the rhythms correct here. Listen to how I'm playing it and try to play along, or you can listen to the record itself and try to play along with that. It's important to make sure you're playing the right notes, but it's also important to be playing the right rhythm. So let's move on to phrase 2 of the solo now. So phrase 2 is pretty much the same at the beginning. We start on D with the octave key. We go all the way up to D with the palm key, down to C sharp, then B, then A. So all those notes are the same. They're the same as the first phrase, except this time we don't go up to B, we go down to F sharp, and we hold on to F sharp there. So we play F sharp there instead of B, C sharp, B. And we hold F sharp for 4 beats. So that's the second phrase of the sax solo. Now listen to both phrases together. So again, make sure you're focusing in on getting the correct rhythms while you're playing these notes. Keep listening to me playing those 2 phrases and try to play along if you like as well. Now let's move on to phrase 3. So phrase 3 starts on F sharp with the octave key. That's 3 in the left hand and this middle finger here in the right hand, plus this octave key. We go back up to D with the palm key again. Down to C sharp, B, and then we land on A. And this is where we repeat A several times. Until we land on F sharp again. So if you're not able to get that rhythm, just rewind the video and keep listening to me play this phrase until you get it under your fingers. Now we're going to move on to the final phrase of the saxophone solo. So we've landed on F sharp. Now we're going to repeat F sharp again and move up to the D with the palm key. And then we go down to C sharp, B, A, and then up to B, C sharp, and B again. So this is the same as the first phrase that we learned. But instead of starting on the D as we do in the first phrase, we start on F sharp. So that's the fourth phrase of the saxophone solo. It's very similar to the first phrase, but we start on F sharp instead of D. So take a listen to phrase 3 and 4 together. So that's phrase 3 and phrase 4 played together. Now I'm going to play all 4 phrases so you can hear it in its entirety. So if you're able to play all 4 phrases like that, you're doing great. The next 4 phrases are just a variation on the first 4 phrases. So a lot of the phrases are very similar. There's just a few differences that I'm going to show you now. So in the second part of the solo, we're starting the same way. We're going from D with the octave key all the way up to the D with the palm key. And we're going down to C sharp, B, A, and then we're landing on B and holding B, like this. So we're playing those first 5 notes exactly the same as the first phrase. We're starting on D, then we're going up to D with the palm key, C sharp, B, A, and then we land on B and we hold B. In the second phrase of this section, it's actually the same as the second phrase in the first section of the solo, except we're adding in another rhythm. So in the second phrase of this section, we're actually playing the same notes as in the second phrase of the first section. We're starting on D, then we're moving all the way up to D with the palm key, going down to C sharp, B, A, and then landing on F sharp, but this time we're not just holding it for one long note, we're actually playing it twice, like this. So the whole phrase sounds like this. Now we're going to move on to the third phrase of this section, which is actually identical to the third phrase of the first section. So now we're in the third phrase of this section and we start on F sharp again and go all the way up to D with the palm key, C sharp, B, and then we repeat that A again, like this. Before landing on F sharp. So that's exactly the same as the third phrase in the first section. Now in the fourth phrase of this section, we're actually extending it a little more and we're changing up the notes a little bit. So in this fourth phrase, we're starting on F sharp again, going up to the D with the palm key, down to C sharp, B, A, then back up to B, C sharp, and B. So all those notes are the same as that fourth phrase in the first section. But this time, we're going to go down after that B. So we go from B down to F natural, and this is the only note outside of the D major scale. Then we go from F natural to E, down to D, and then B. So it goes. So the whole phrase sounds like this. So that's the fourth phrase. It's slightly different from the fourth phrase in the first section. Now we're going to end on the fifth phrase of this section before the vocals come in. So the fifth phrase of this section goes down to A, then up to B, then you repeat B again before going to D with the octave key, and we play that 3 times before going down to B again, and then up to F sharp where we finish the solo. So it sounds like this. So we go A, B, that's where the 2 fast notes are at the beginning. Then we play B again. Then we go up to D and we play D 3 times. And Then we go down to B one more time before going up to F sharp with the octave key. So that's the last phrase of this solo before the vocals come in on the song. So let me play you the entire second section of this solo. Alright everyone, I hope this was helpful and you're able to get the notes of this solo. Again, if you really want to figure out how to bend the notes like he does on the record and do those glissandos, check out my course Mastering Your Saxophone Embellishments, where I talk about not only bends and glissandos but also falls, how to do turns, how to do grace notes, how to growl on the saxophone. I talk about all the different ways you can give character and uniqueness to the songs that you play. So check out the link in the description. Go to saxophonemasterclass.com/mastering your saxophone embellishments and get access to that today. In the meantime, I put out videos every single week on YouTube, so click subscribe. Make sure to press that notifications bell so you know every time that I upload a video. And don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful. Until next time, happy playing.